And I'm back, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blah, 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 black, y'all. Cringy. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Sharing with Shonda. I am Shonda, and happy day after Valentine's Day. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I did. Alone, and that's okay. And that's okay. But what is this confidence? What is this energy that Shonda's giving off today? Well, it's not, I'm not going to knock my two girls, Issa and Yara. I'm saying that this woman here, Tracee Ellis Ross, is a woman who just, to me, exudes confidence in herself, in the way how she just, I took that from her in a way. And just her being her and her being comfortable with herself is just something that I also am striving to be, and somewhat already there is what I have to say. But let me get into Tracee Ellis Ross. Excuse me, my notes. Tracee Ellis Ross is an actress, singer, television host, producer, and director. She is known for her lead roles in the television series Girlfriends that was broadcast from 2000 to 2008. Broadcast. Me. Sorry. And Blackish from 2014 to 2022. Resources. I got IMDb with Girlfriends. Like, that is when Girlfriends. That is when I was introduced to Tracee Ellis Ross. And at the time, I did not know that she was the daughter of Diana Ross. I just didn't know. I was just like, okay, Tracee. And the last name just did not click to me until my mom told me who she was. And I'm like, right. I was young. But Girlfriends, the show takes a look at the lives, loves, and losses of four different women: Tony, Maya, Lynn, and Joan. Tracee plays Joan. The connection that I got with Joan was just who she was, but also like seeing a Black woman on TV was like huge around the time. Around that time, co-hosting like women of this show. Now I know that there was like Living Single. I'm getting way off of this because there was different shows, but when I saw Tracee Ellis Ross, something about Joan, and I believe it was her hair, for sure it was her hair, that just caught me like, oh my gosh, that is the way how my hair is going to be. That's just the way how it's going to flow. I can wear it the way how she wears it. It's going to be perfect. So story time real fast. When I was young, like kid, I was in elementary school, and I want to say around the time my mom was doing my hair, but this time I would say she did, and I forgot why, but I just knew that I wanted to do my own hair, and I needed my hair done to go to school. And anytime my mom did a ponytail, it was a nice tight ponytail that was just perfect. It lasted throughout the day, had a small headache, but it worked. It worked. And I want to say when I tried doing it myself, I had the gel, I brushed, I did everything right. My hands were small, of course, but when I grabbed my hair with my hand and felt how tight it was, I'm like, okay, this is how it's gonna look. But as soon as I put that the barrette on, it just wasn't tight. It had a hump in the back, the side stuck up in the front. It just wasn't it. It was not it. And I want to say, I just thought that, okay, I went to school with it in a loose ponytail, and I was like, this isn't working. So it was a rainy day. I remember that I was just waiting to get into the school, or maybe I was late because I was a late student around the time at elementary school. A late student, and it was raining, and I was like, okay, maybe the rain can hit my hair, and it's gonna be just like the white girls, them laying down, and it's gonna be really cute and wavy and all that. So starting off in the rain, it did give off this cute little wet curly look, but little in my head, like, oh my gosh, it looks so great. This is cute. As the day goes by, the hair gets dry. one of my friends was just like, what's wrong with your hair? And I'm like, it looks good. I know it does. It looks fine. It's a wet, wavy look. And I want to say in the class, there is no mirror, so I don't know how I look. So I would say I need to go to the bathroom, and then saw that my hair was just, it was not it. So I ended up getting some more water, putting on my hair, and I'm like, I just don't understand why this isn't laying down the way how the other girl's hair is laying down and stuff. And I do it again, but then as the day goes on, it's dry, it's whatever. I end up going home and just, Mom, can you do my hair, when she got home from work? And, you know, she did it herself. It was just a hard time for me around that time about accepting my hair and not really understanding it around that time. I just knew that my hair could look like Jones from Off of Girlfriends, or one of the white girls that I seen when they come into their hair being laid. I just thought that all hairstyles around that time were the same. I thought I could compare myself to those straight-haired girls, and no, it just wasn't it. The reason why I bring this up, recently, Tracee ended up getting the Trailblazer Award at the 15% Pledge Gala. What is the 15% Pledge? It's a nonprofit which asks retailers to dedicate 15% of a shelf space to products from Black-owned brands. And Tracee was being honored for her work as the founder of the curly and natural hair care brand, Pattern Beauty. And when the hair products that like I learned about, but also like using certain hair products to help you grow out your hair, or just not even grow, but like for it to do the right thing, and having the right products for your hair is just like very, very important. Being Black. But like currently, I want to say that is just like a huge award for what, like 15% to have shelf space for Black-owned products is huge. We barely get that in like a Walmart. Like I always felt that I just always had to go to like a hair store to find the products that I need. But like, say if I wanted to go to Walmart, it was very rare to find Black-owned products. So huge, huge, huge award. And it's just, she's just a woman who, to me, again, exudes confidence in herself on what she looks like being a Black woman, and her hair itself, like just doing that. I just don't even know how to explain it. It's just the biggest word that I could just think of is confidence. Confidence. And that is just what she gives off. So I had a problem before. I want to say like I am 80% there in my confidence on like how comfortable I feel with my hair. So my hair is braided, and I want to say there was just one episode that you've seen, if you guys go back to the episodes that I had my natural hair out, which was beautiful. I'm growing out my hair, I'm seeing how it goes. But before that, when I was with my ex, who is white, didn't really, or to me, I didn't really understand like how different it would be in the household of somebody who is white and who's a male and really doesn't understand Black hair. So for me, the way how I felt or needed to be accepted is to, you know, get my hair blow dried or have some type of perm or just a sew-in. And it was always sew-in, and I would just always have like leave out that would cause heat damage, and then it just wasn't the same. But I knew that if I had to wear my hair a certain way, I would be accepted. And there was this moment where I was with him that I will never forget. But I remember that I was taking out my sew-in hair to redo it again, and I wanted to wear my hair out natural, but I don't believe I've ever wore my hair out naturally around him. So when I did and took it out and just went, I didn't have my earrings in, it was just my bush and it was me. And I go to him and it's like, oh, yeah, like this type of look, like, oh no, I mean, I like it. Yeah, but you look like a boy. I'm like, oh, oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, the first thing is like, no, I don't have my earrings in. He's like, no, like, So like, how do you do this? Which he did ask questions. Like, I'm like, okay, I just gotta braid my hair down, sew it in, and then I'll look good for you, I guess. But that was just something that I never forgot. And I never really took care of my hair because of the way how I've seen on movies and TV shows of like white people being able to lay on their hair and just comb it out the next day and be okay. Me, I never wrapped up my weave that I had and just, it wouldn't last. I would put heat on it, it would damage it. And I just felt that I needed to be in a certain light to be accepted in a relationship, even out of a relationship, even in society. Like I have to look a certain type of way. And after I left him, my hair was just completely just damaged and wrong, but it was still so hard for me to accept that I had to cut my hair. So I was just crying on my way to my mom's house. I'm like, I gotta cut my hair. I can't believe this. I don't know how I'm gonna look. And it just sucks that when I grow up my hair, I got so connected to this damaged hair and didn't think about this journey of like, well, in a way, damaged goods, but with my, quote unquote, damaged goods. With my ex, this was just time to let go and refresh and be around my friends. I want to say after I left him, I was with my friends, Trevor and Jessica, and finding this new light and this new way of accepting my hair. So after I got it cut, and this was around the time of their wedding, I just had short hair and it was curly and it was nice. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do right by my hair. I'm going to grow it out naturally and see how this goes. And then I also saw videos of how perm really does burn and just mess up this beautiful hair that I have on my head. And I was like, okay, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to be natural and I have to learn products. So around the time, I'm gonna say, I started watching on Hulu, The Hair Tales, and Tracee is an executive producer on it, and it's a dynamic celebration of Black women's identity, beauty, culture, and humanity, uniquely expressed through stories in their hair. And they had 6 celebrities on there. If you haven't watched it, I would say go check it out on Hulu. But like hearing their stories, I was like, oh my gosh, like I relate. I relate to that. I can't believe that, they thought the same thing that I thought, that my hair was just gonna lay down once you wet it and it looks great. But seeing Tracee have this journey of accepting who you are, not just by your hair, but also how you look and your inner beauty, it's just beautiful. And what she represents is a woman, to me, who's just comfortable with being herself, even also by herself, is just a huge thing, that it's okay with being okay alone. And you know your worth alone. And even outside, when you're around people, you still know who you are because you had that space in your time to yourself. And that's why I say I'm currently like 80% there of being fully okay with myself. Because currently I am growing out my hair. This is why I would say for the time being, you would mostly see me with braids in my hair. It's because I'm growing out my hair. I have a goal in mind, and sooner or later, I'm just gonna have my regular natural hair, bush, maybe some curls, don't know. Don't know, but I can't wait to get to that and express that and show it on my YouTube channel if you're watching. So yes, I would say enjoy the braids, because I am, while they last, for surezies. So when she was accepting the Trailblazer Award, her acceptance speech was beautiful. And this is just a little snippet that she posted on her Instagram. And she says, I know the expensiveness of Blackness and the value of what we create. A Black founder can make products that are for everybody. A Black founder should be the one to determine who their customer is. The system should not. We cannot let people tell us who we should be or what we have to offer. So I took away so much from that, because I just think about around the time of when I was younger and not knowing what people would think about me, or how I would even look, or how I assumed I would look. And then the other time with my ex, and just saying like how he looked at me and how I should have been accepted in a certain way. And then also now, like as society, you have to look some type of way and kept to be accepted. And I would like to find the industry, and what I'm saying, like on TikTok and videos of Black women being in these rooms, but also still showing themselves. Like, this is who I am. This is actually a hairstyle, curling out and maybe a bush. It's not me being unkept at all. This is a style, and you'll accept it. And they were brought into these rooms, and I believe actually on Hair Tales, a woman expressed like every week she would change up the hairstyle when she first got the job, just to let people know, like, you will see different versions of me and love it, because it's different layers. And yes, I did have braids the last week, and now I have a straight, or I have a blowout, or there's a bush and curls. Like, it's just beautiful what we can express that through the look. And either way, I know it's going to be words, but that doesn't change of how I'm going to be presenting myself in this room. That's it. And what Tracee does, again, what she and her path of showing and expressing is just what Black beauty is, what Black confidence is, and just what Black is. Like, it's just a pride. It's huge. I'm just so overwhelmed because she's just a woman with so many talents, and expressing that through these awards and TV shows and producing, directing is just something to look forward to. And as I said before, my random thought, think piece, and appreciating the little things is all in one because of my Black role models throughout the month of February. And I appreciate these women, and I appreciate Tracee for doing what she does and showing that at a time around 2000 that it just wasn't shown on TV. It was just like broken out of what Black is and what Black people look like in that industry. So huge. I hope that all made sense. I have my notes that I go off in front of me. And if you guys would like to comment or DM about this topic, or if you wanted to share your story about this certain woman, or if you relate it to anything that I said on here, please email me at imjustsharingpod@gmail.com. I feel like this is like very short, but I try to tell my story with who I'm talking about and why they are, how they affected me. Yeah, so just remember to rate, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. You can listen to me on Apple and Spotify. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of I'm Just Sharing with Shonda. Peace.